That's for sure. I need a drink.
Cheers.
So, hey, everybody, it's time for a hammer away, and this is the Rumors. How are you folks doing tonight?
Good.
Great.
Very good. Looks like we have in order, we have Ella Rose, we have Daniel Kluter, and we have Carly Fox.
Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Very good. Looks like we have. Oh my gosh, how about that? That's really weird. Hold on a second. Oh boy, that's what we do when we do that. So that's why we needed a drink before I started.
Right.
I just did something a few minutes ago, totally screwed it up, so I got to redo it again later. So, but that's what it's all about. Look at this. Here's a shot. If I can get this on here. This is a shot. We met up in 2017. And yeah, maybe there it is. And there we go. We met up in 2017 when we did the Rockin' Skull up in my hometown area.
Nice.
Oh, that was fun. That was our
Yeah.
That might have been our first time at Rockin' Skull.
Is that right?
I think it was, yeah.
Then you guys came back in 2018, and so did I. You know, I have a little quick story to share before we get started. In 2017, I was a part of a band. And then my buddy and I, who was also part of that same band backing a vocalist, I looked at him during your set. We were sitting there watching you guys play, having a good time from the front row. And I looked at him, I said, dude, you think we could come back here with 35 minutes worth of original music, play one cover, and I can talk for 5 minutes? And he said, shh, hell yes. I got a bunch of music at home. We can just go through it. And that's exactly what we did. And it was so great to see the three of you there as well. That was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good time. I remember.
Yeah. So how long did you practice tonight? Rehearsal went well, you said.
It did.
2 hours? Couple hours? I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
2 hours is about right. Gives you a chance to get into to warm up and then take a couple of drinks and get on with the stuff you really need to nail to the wall.
We didn't even drink until afterwards tonight. Who are we?
What's going on with you guys?
We have
Of course.
to get done. Trying to be
What's your maybe I should save that for the lightning round, but I won't. What's your favorite drink if you do?
I personally like Michelob Ultra and a nice shot of Jaeger.
Jaeger bombs.
Ultras are good. Ultras are nice and smooth.
That's the rumor starter pack. Michelob Ultra and Jaeger.
The starter pack.
I smell an endorsement.
Yes, please.
Jaeger, I used to put that with root beer. I called it the root of all evil.
Ooh,
Oh,
rip downs. Yeah.
Jaeger, of course, as I always say, do you like, what can I say? Do you like Ouzo?
I should, but I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No,
Oh,
I'm not a fan.
really? So much like, well, Jaeger is what I call the working man's Ouzo, is what I call
Okay.
it. Good or bad, indifferent. If people
Well,
love
it's
it.
been a long time.
Yeah, I love it. Well, let's get started. I usually start things with a lightning round. Now, you guys could get the record for the lightning round. It's gone different ways. So let's give it a quick shot. 5 questions. You ready? Favorite concert that you went to you're all younger than I am, so.
Of all time?
Yeah, you went to a show, what was your first concert?
My first concert? Oh my God, this is embarrassing. I was 3 years old and my mom and my dad took me to see Neil McCoy, and we were in the front row and he totally sang at me and I cried.
I think I remember what my first concert
Has
was.
to be the first one.
It has to be. Well, see, I had a couple of them that I was taken to the Illinois State Fair, and I saw Jay Ferguson at the State Fair. I saw Cheap Trick at the State Fair. But as far as my first show that I paid, got a ticket, Judas Priest.
Oh, that's where we're going with it.
Nice.
Mine would have been Motley Crue then.
Motley Crue. All right. Do you remember what tour?
Generation Swine,
Okay, all right,
97.
all right.
I was one.
But when
I was one.
I saw like Loretta Lynn and Conway Twitty and stuff like that way
Yeah.
before even that from my parents,
Right,
which is cool, you know.
right. Ella Rose, what about you?
Mine's embarrassing. I just we have like a local place called Cattle Congress, and one year Slipknot was playing, and I was like 15 or 16, and I was like, sure, let's go. I didn't know what a mosh pit was. I got beat. Not fun.
You are petite as it is, and then to be in a mosh pit. Yeah, personally, I can never stand them. I always love being down front, so that's always an issue for me. Because if it's at a club, I've been to a club show for Megadeth, and there was a dude behind me. I mean, he was rabid looking. I'm like, what the? I think somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, he was all out for it, wasn't he?
Oh my God! I thought I had to finally get my son out of there, and I pushed back to get myself out, and it was like some Moses moment, and the whole crowd just stayed back while I got over the barrier myself. I'm just like, what just happened? It was like some divine movement. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
All right, if you can think of top 3 desert island albums.
Alice Cooper, the one from 1971. I
Oh,
love it to death. Is that what it is? Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that one for sure. Is this a question for each one of us or between the 3 of us?
Why don't you do one each?
Okay, perfect. That's fine.
Let's just say your plane goes down and you're all together.
To take to it, like if you had an album that you had to take, you only had
Oh,
one.
I got you. Any Toadies album.
Toadies, all right.
I'm gonna go with Out of the Cellar. How about that?
Sweet. I love it. My let's see, that was that Michael Wagner that did that, or was that Bo? That was Bo.
Bo Hill. Yeah.
Yeah, Bo Hill did that. I had a buddy of mine that went down and visited with Michael Wagner in Nashville recently, and he's hanging it up.
They do.
All right, we're moving to Nashville now.
That's it.
Everybody lives there.
We're done.
It's true. It's true. So many people do, but Michael Wagner won't be able to work with you now. He's doing it all. So, sexiest rock and roll tune of all time.
LA Trends by the Rumors.
Yeah.
I've just listened to it like 4 times today already.
Oh, hell yeah. Woo!
See?
God, that's a hard question.
Oh God, who knows? That's
Well, let me put it this way. We did a gig and played Stranglehold. And a woman came up to me at the end and she says, 8.5 minutes of Stranglehold. She comes up to me at the end. She goes, "Can you play something we can dance to?"
No.
I'm like, honey, if you can't dance to 8.5 minutes of Stranglehold, if you've ever seen the movie Rockstar, I mean,
Love that movie.
they kill it. So anyway, that's kind of a basic.
Oh.
I guess the first thing that comes to mind for me is like that piano part in Breakdown by Tom Petty.
Yeah.
That is something. Oh, no, what am I thinking? Fucking honestly, dude looks like a lady by Aerosmith in that middle section. He's like, she like it, like that. I just remember watching that video when I was like 14 and I was like, oh no, this is bad.
Anything else? Anybody else?
Gotta be a Prince
Have
song.
you ever seen Death Proof?
Oh, yeah.
That song that's in it, Down in Mexico.
It's by the Coasters.
Sexiest song ever.
It is.
Sweet.
Any Prince song off Purple Rain.
Fair.
Yeah, absolutely. What artist had a life-changing effect on you?
Joan Jett.
I kind of wondered if you might.
Yes.
Have you read her book?
Emily.
I don't think I have not read her book. fun fact. I
Are
can't
you really
read.
a fan?
I can't read, you guys. I'm just kidding.
You can't-
I can read.
We can't hear anything, though, can we?
No, we can't hear anything though.
Blew our ears out.
It's Wayne's World all over again. And I never learned to read.
Exactly.
Is that true? Yes. Everything but the reading part.
Yeah.
So what, anybody else?
Probably Tommy Lee on drums for sure. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
gotta go there. Can't leave that out.
No.
Heroes.
You know, they were saying dude looks like a lady, you know, with an inspiration for that was Vince Neil.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. And how about this? A collective worst equipment mishap.
Well.
That one time at Hook's
All
Pub.
Yeah. Okay, so
What
fun
did we say?
story. I guess I'll explain it. So when we played in Clinton, Iowa, I want to say not
I don't
last
know
year,
when
but
that
the
was.
year before that,
2018.
2019, I
Or-
want to say. Because we didn't get to do
Maybe,
2020.
yeah.
Yeah, so 2019, we were playing this small club in Clinton, Iowa called Hook's Pub. And, you know, there's always something with the sound guy. I don't know why. We love the club, but just something happens every time. I don't know if we have bad luck or what.
We're jinxed.
But there was some bands on before that smoked out the club. The sound got messed up. Everything was going bad. 40 people left the bar because of this band.
Fog machine. They
Yeah.
they really smoked out the place.
Right. We're not playing an arena. We're playing a club that has a capacity of 85 people. Not.
It was small.
So now we're talking half the room.
Yeah.
The owner was like,
This is before we went on, so
Right. This is all before we were.
the owner comes up yelling at me. He's like, we almost had to call the fire department because it was so much smoke outside of the venue.
And we're like, that's not even our band playing.
It might, in a way, it might sound cool, but it literally, everybody left and the venue was pissed.
Right. Exactly.
And then there was some guitar issues after that.
Yeah, there's a lot of guitar issues after that.
Is
So
that the
much.
same night?
Yeah.
Is that the same night?
That's on the same night that we had a band member at the time, you know, storm off stage because their amp didn't work because of the previous band. And
Which he
things
was
like that.
in.
Which he was in.
Oh no.
It was a shit show.
Can you say bar band shit right there?
Yeah. Yeah, no
I
doubt.
guess that's probably one of our, well, not one of our favorite mishaps, but definitely most memorable mishaps.
Yes,
Ugh.
we talk about it frequently.
We do. Never forget. People don't forget.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Stu, for bringing it up again. Really appreciate it.
So yeah, we're a three-piece.
Well, I will have to take a moment and congratulate a band of all things being the ones to win so far in the lightning round. That's the shortest lightning round.
Really?
First lightning round lasted a little over an hour. The second one was 30 minutes. The next one was the whole interview was almost the lightning round. And we won $1.50 a couple of nights ago with Toby Jepson from Wayward Sons. So you guys win. So you know what you win?
What?
First of all, I'm not going to make the show, so you don't have to deal with me at the show. I'm really sad about that. I was really looking forward to seeing you guys. We'll be unavailable. I can't make it. But I will leave you cookies at the club. So-
What? No shit.
Yeah, you'll have my homemade Viking cookies. So,
Well, you're officially my favorite.
Yeah.
oh shucks.
Wow,
You're
we
just
don't
saying-
buy food that day.
Oh my god.
You're only saying that because it's true.
Cookies are dangerous for me.
Are they?
I don't know.
Do what kind do you like? Chocolate chip? Do you like?
I'm a weirdo. I like a white chip macadamia nut.
I like.
Well, okay.
I like both of them and chocolate chip.
Yeah, you do.
Both of them.
Okay, I'll do a little shopping. You ever like a snickerdoodle? You ever try that?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
How cool is that? That I can say snickerdoodle on a rock and roll show.
I'm cool with that.
I know everybody's happy about it.
That's when you're pretty badass. You can just say snickerdoodle on a rock and roll show.
Clearly.
Well, let's move. I got one quick question, which I'm sure you may be tired of talking about. What's the whereabouts of Stew? What's shaking with that?
The story
Is he-
we just told you about was about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Are you looking to replace that situation?
Right. No. I'm taking over the lead guitars.
Far out.
So we're gonna be writing some new material and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be taking my stab at those solos, but make them my own because we're kind of going for more of a punk rock thing these days, anyway.
Right. And there's always somewhat a movement of getting away from guitar solos when you're doing some of that too. I understand.
Exactly.
So, right. Well, that's cool. Yeah, and I'm glad to hear you say you want to take some of that on because that's really cool.
Oh
I've
yeah.
been
Oh yeah, it's been really cool watching her like grow as a guitarist too. Like,
So nice.
I'm so proud.
Aw.
Gotta
And-
get it done.
We get you some bonus cookies for that.
Oh hell yeah.
No, that is awesome. I've often said as of late, where especially because they had this, a news report when the Super Bowl was coming, and they're like, oh, and it's a groundbreaking that a woman is the first woman to be a referee. I'm like, could we just shut up, please?
Yeah.
This isn't groundbreaking. This is disgusting. Why didn't they just have a woman in there before? I mean, why did it take this freaking long? And why did Hart have to go through their BS? Why did the Runaways have to go through theirs?
Yeah, they ran so we could walk, but still, it's like, it's never ending. How many times do we get asked, like, oh, your boyfriends make you carry your guitar case?
Yeah, or like, wait, are you guys dancers? No,
Oh.
we're musicians.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm the dancer.
And a damn good one. Last time when we hung out in 18, I almost asked you, but
Damn, does he
Yeah.
really give it away that much?
no, we're the other team. So let me see. Give us a quick rundown of, because I want everybody to know who you are, and give us a quick rundown of how the band got started and getting you to that point where you did the recording for Hot Bang on your own.
Okay, so long story short, I started the band in high school. Arnella, actually, we had art class together. We've known each other since we were 14. But she wasn't in the band at first, so there's some other people that were in it, whatever. They moved on, and I moved on, and I was like, hey, you should play bass. This would be so
I
great.
came to every show, and I think I even sometimes helped with merch. I can't remember.
Right.
But I was like, man, who needs a 5-string bass? You don't need that to the old bass player. And would
Did
just yell at him all the time.
He played a 5-string.
Yeah.
I'll never do that.
Ask Tracy.
I-
about it.
I do that, but
No, you're not allowed. Not anymore.
It's all Daniel rules now.
Ella said no.
But anyway, so we ended up playing with, it was Ella and I, and then the drummer stayed, and then we found Stu, and then we found a drummer, and then I had to beg Daniel to be my drummer for like a year.
wow.
And finally he caved, and then, we got that going, and then we just had a lot of good material to put down, and then we ended up recording Hot Bang, which I haven't listened to in so long.
I know, it's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute.
I listened to it for you today, so
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
How does it sound?
it
We
was
forgot.
great. That was also one of my questions too. Was you guys you recorded that when it was 2017,
I think so.
Yeah.
and then in 2018 you guys had teamed up with Kivel Records. I'm not going to get into all that, but you guys teamed up with Kivel Records then in 2018, and the album was re-released with These Boots Are Made for Walking. And Did you guys do anything else with the mix with that? I haven't had a chance to listen to both of them just yet together. But did they do anything with the mix while they were putting it on Kivel at all?
They talked about remixing everything, and then they just went with the original mix. But they wanted us to add a bonus track, and obviously there's all new artwork and all that. But
Yeah, exactly. How'd you guys decide on these boots were maybe for walking? Was that just?
I cover that in my acoustic set, and we're like, shit, that might be a good one to fucking make rock and roll.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Nancy Sinatra.
was it Bob Long?
I think it like throws everyone off every time, and they're like, "What?"
Fantastic.
I think Bob Long may have suggested it.
He saw you one of your acoustic sets, I think.
Oh, that's something like that. There's a video on Facebook. Somebody's like, you should do that with the band. And then we're like, wait, that's a not terrible idea.
That's a beautiful phrase. That's a not so bad, not a terrible idea. So then, let's see. You guys decided, and I'm gonna gloss over this because when I read about it today, it's basically that's all I want to say about it. Is that you guys decided that it just wasn't a good relationship on Kivel, so then you guys quickly stepped away from that. And then were you writing throughout 2019?
Oh my gosh, we had a whole album ready. We had a whole album's worth ready to release. So it was kind of it was cool to re-release Hot Bang, but
we were ready for the next one.
I can imagine. Playing in bands around and having songs that you play for a while, you're just itching to do something different.
I can't imagine how Joan Jett feels singing "I Love Rock and Roll" every night.
Right?
Especially when it was an Arrows song first. It's not even yours, and
right? Exactly. So maybe it's not as bad. I don't know.
I mean, but you know what? I'm okay, and I'm not even in your shoes yet. I haven't been a guy that's toured around with a band. I've played gigs. I've played a lot of gigs, and I know that I started feeling concerned because I thought, well, these songs that I'm covering, am I going to get sick of them? But there again, playing "I Love Rock and Roll" might be okay that he didn't write that. Having playing it over and over again, unlike Aerosmith, that Joe Perry was like, if I got to play frickin' Dream On again, I'm out of here. So maybe it is just a reaction from the crowd. I mean, is there a song where you're like, I should be sick of this by now, but the crowd just loves it, and that's what we feed off.
True, absolutely true.
What's a couple of your favorite songs to play off of Hot Bang?
Well, we don't really play anything off of Hot Bang anymore.
I Want Your Love.
Really?
We keep that in the set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I Want Your Love is always fun to play. Talk About the World's fun to play.
I like that one.
It's about those two about it.
Yeah.
Really? And is that just because of the more material, or do you have other stuff that you're playing instead, or?
Yeah. So we released another album.
Yes.
A year ago, Suck It. So we play all the songs off of that album. We just think they're better songs.
Okay.
And yeah, so we're like, let's play this. Let's play a couple off of Hot Bang, and then one off of our little EP we put out. God, I listened to that the other day, and I was like, ugh, so bad.
I mean, it's just when you get new songs, you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited about this. Like, you just aren't as excited about the last few,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a brand new car.
Yeah. Like, why would you drive that old car?
Yeah.
When you have this new car.
That new one.
I'm going through that right now where we got a new car, and I'm like, I'm driving the old car, but I like it because it's got a CD player in it.
Right.
But so then did you, going into 2019, did you have the songs for Suck It already written by then, and you started recording in 2019 and ready to release in 2020 when everything went?
Exactly.
I think tomorrow's the 1 year
anniversary
for Suck It, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible
Now,
timing.
well, You know, I always say that things happen. I believe things happen for a reason, and things happen when they should. So that's a way that I think people can help themselves chill the hell out and just go, instead of freaking out because something's not happening yet. If you can't change it, just know that it's going to happen when it does. And when it does, be mindful is what I always tell people. Be mindful so that when those things big happen, you pay attention to what's going on around you and you go, you know what? If we'd have made this sooner, this wouldn't have happened.
True.
So anyway, that's how I feel.
Yeah, exactly.
That gives anybody any comfort.
Over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my motivational speaking for the day.
These are good talk.
Rock and roll TED Talk.
Yeah.
So so then did you guys find it easy to make your way through that whole year period doing anything online? Did you embrace any other avenues?
No, we really didn't.
we didn't even-
Facebook kind of went nope.
Yeah, for a while their Facebook was a little sketchy about who was playing live shows on there and whatnot.
We didn't even see each other that much. Really.
No,
A few times, maybe.
Worst year ever.
Right.
Practice.
We did a couple of times.
Yeah.
But
Wasn't great. Well,
everything was just such a mess for
and then-
everyone. So we're just like, let's just
And
hold
then-
off for a while.
then all that happened.
Right.
And then we were like,
We did
okay.
have a tour scheduled.
Yes.
And then it went and got canceled again. You know, like everybody else.
Right. Right. What is it that how many gigs do you have coming up? What do you have scheduled coming up?
Oh.
I know you're going to be here in St. Peter's playing at Diamond Music Hall on the 26th.
Next Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, next Friday.
We have Chicago the night before that.
Yes.
Cool.
And
Which is in one of your songs, right? You mentioned playing
Yes.
Chicago.
We do. We do. We love Chicago. That's our favorite city.
We're not playing Delilah's, but
I know, right?
Where are you guys going to be playing in Chicago?
We are playing at Reggie's actually. So I think it's Reggie's Music Joint. So like I want to say it's upstairs,
Okay.
but I don't know. But it's at Reggie's.
Can you guys work on coming here and playing and then going back to Chicago and playing?
Well, we tried, but they didn't want to give us
Did
any
you?
money. So
That sucks because that's actually where I'm going to be. So
oh,
Really?
so
Wow.
when do you guys play there? Do you play there on Thursday?
yes, Thursday night.
Okay. Well, maybe I worked that out. I don't know.
We'll see you there. We'll dance together. It'd be great.
Yeah.
You don't mind if I switch to one of the ladies, do you? You're going to be mad if I can work it out, I'll bring cookies then too, but it just depends. So what are some of your on Suck It, what are some of your favorite songs?
You suck.
mean, you-
Baby. That one's my favorite.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know. I
Should've-
know. I like a lot of them.
Probably
Should I
never-
should have pulled up a track list. Let me see here.
Knows it in order. Don't worry.
I do.
Well, okay. What's the one again? I can't remember.
I might go with Never Coming Back, I suppose.
Okay. And one of my big questions too is how did you decide the order? There you go. That's you. So you got Hey You got Never Coming Back, Electric Blues, Caroline Brown. Tell me about Caroline Brown.
Ah.
No. Okay. So
I'm sorry, you recorded the song. Now you got to talk about it.
it's a controversial song about a controversial guy. He's not Caroline Brown, but
But
oh god, it happened so long ago. Okay, so there's this guy that I liked, and he didn't like me as much apparently because he had a girlfriend named Caroline Brown, and I didn't know that.
Oh,
So I was like, well, shit, man, I'm pissed at this. Well, I'm going to write a song about it. And, you know, I saw him later on and I was like, hey, I wrote a song about you. And he's like, oh, man, I'm so flattered. Like, what's it called? You know, one of those girly boys. We're on good terms now, by the way, but, you know, I was like, oh, it's called Caroline Brown. He's like, no, please,
don't.
don't. And I was like, sorry, it's recorded. Too late.
That's my favorite song now.
I'm sorry, but isn't it obvious what you should have told him? Sorry, it's recorded. Suck it.
Exactly. But you know, we're on good terms now, so that's a good thing. It's kind of awkward sometimes, but well, the really weird part was later on. I want to say like in 2019, sometime I was down where they lived, and I met Caroline Brown for real, and I was like, Arnella, you don't even know who I just met right now. Oh my god. And I was like, what? Meanwhile, she has no idea. So
No clue. One day she will.
Sorry.
Gotta send her the track.
Right.
Well, right.
Payment.
It's a common name, I'm sure. Could be anyone.
Yeah.
And how was she? Was she very nice?
She was drunk when I met her. But she seemed pretty nice otherwise. It was a long night.
You're still really nice for a drunk chick.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thanks for the song.
Right? I was like, hi, gotta go. Nice to meet you.
And we got phone calls. We have Take Me, Shake Me. Now, this is where, okay, recently, I'll go back to what you just said a minute ago, Daniel, where it's been a year ago. I spent some time on the road in Europe with Wayward Sons, who were on tour with Steel Panther.
No way. Cool.
So that's what I think when I think of Put Your Love on My Face.
Yeah.
That's your Steel Panther moment.
Steel Panther would dig that, I bet.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. That was a Hot Bang is kind of your Steel Panther off of that album too.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
And then of course the love song "You Suck, Baby." There's that one.
Yes.
And L.A. Trends. Then here's my big question about the record. And I don't want to keep you guys too long. I know you've already worked your asses off tonight. So, but how do you decide when you're putting an album together? I'm getting ready to put an EP together, and I had a thought on there's a local band here called Divine Sorrow, and they were putting out a new record, and I heard one of their songs, and I thought that needs to be the last song on the record. How do you guys decide the last song on the record? Is that a tough choice, or?
I'm like, Daniel, pick. And then he dies.
It's like the one with the best ending should end it, you know?
Right.
I think I still have all the notes because I was trying to put together the sequencing order, and so I'd listen to everything together, and then I'm gonna move that one there, then I'll move that one there, I'll move that one back, try to get the right flow.
Right.
And, I think I still have a sheet of paper with all the scribbles and different arrangements and shit. I think it's sitting in the other room, but yeah, it took a while.
We are not worthy. We are not worthy.
It took a while.
Godlike status with just a sketch sheet. What do you know about that?
I know, right? That's all it took.
Well, I'd personally be interested in seeing that. If just between you and me, you wouldn't mind sending that to me. I think that would be a lot of fun to see. Just a photo of it, because I think about that stuff a lot.
Yeah.
And even when it comes to other bands, and that's again, I would think a tough part. That's what on an Aerosmith record, when you see John Kalodner. Have you ever seen that credit where I have that Making of Pump video, and he just walks in and he's like, yeah, and he just kind of talks about it and what the songs are.
She fell over.
I got a little bit of a laughing spell for no reason, so I was like, I better get out of here.
So yeah. So anyway, but I think about those kind of things, and when you hear a song, you're like, oh, you should do that, and then the band's like, no, we should do this, and you're like, okay, that's cool. I'll just do it, whatever.
It's amazing. Some albums, like, why is this happening?
It's happening to all of us. I don't understand.
I feel like I've done something really weird, and now it's a laugh track.
I actually don't even know what's going on. I'm in the middle.
I'm so glad. Maybe it's a guy thing. We just don't get it. We're like, I don't.
This happens to us a lot.
That's what happens when you're friends from high school.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It does.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You have no reason to apologize. You're good.
I was gonna say that I think that the Donna's Spend the Night album, that is a perfectly listed album. Like the songs are listed in perfect order. I think it's amazing.
Oh yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm.
I totally agree.
Listen to that.
Yes. Yeah, I know, right? We were like Donna's fiends when we first started the band.
I want to be like the Donnas.
Oh my god, am I Allison Robertson yet?
I think I even mentioned them when we were talking in 2017. I think I was mentioning them and was mentioning Joan Jett stuff. And there's a couple other bands now that I would mention now. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That
But
was
yeah,
all I had.
Yeah.
That was all I had.
Yeah, no, that's cool. The Donnas is a situation, I think, where they had that, and that was that album. And I think that's what I was talking to you about that day, where they started letting go of what made that made Spend the Night so great. They started going in a more melodic way, and their lead vocalist is not. I don't want to be a dick, but she's not meant for that. She's not built for that.
Yeah, she definitely worked out great with the like kind of more punk stuff or just straight up rock stuff that they were doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have to have, if you're going to go for that melodic stuff, you got to be able to hit all those. You got to know where those notes are. You got to nail them. But if you're going to have more of a voice like that, that's more built for that punk rock edge, you need to stick in that lane. And
Stay in your lane.
We have inside jokes about literally everything.
well, you'll have to. We'll have a side conversation, and we'll learn about a few of those.
Yes.
So, well, that's great. How can everybody get a hold of the album? Either both the records, and then is the EP still available for everybody who wants to become a hardcore Rumors fan?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot of old stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
Our
All right.
What is our store?
You can go to therumorsband.com and it will redirect you to the Square site that we use. And
Cool.
actually, we're going to be putting a couple of items on sale, like the Hot Bang t-shirts and the bloody looking cramp style white t-shirt soon, because we need to get rid of it so we can get new shirts with the new material.
Yeah.
So that's going to be, so stay tuned for that because there's going to be a lot of stuff, but you can get everything on there.
Very good. And then I'll let you guys get rolling. If you got just a second after, we can hang for just a minute and we'll wrap up a few other items. But thank you so much for coming on with me tonight. Really appreciate it, especially on a night when you're working your asses off and getting ready for your next shows. And all the best with the new record. I mean, it's a new times are coming. Are you guys getting shots? Are you getting ready to do that?
You get one soon, right? Or do you not?
Actually, I'm getting my first one tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
Well, there you go.
I think that Carly and I.
You said shots. I was thinking of something else.
I technically do, but I'm waiting until after tour to get mine because I don't want to get sick right before.
Yes.
Like, oh, guys, I'm not even hungover and I can't play.
Or worse yet, you're trying to get into your lead guitar work, and let's just say you're one of the folks whose arm is sore as shit.
Right, it literally falls off.
And you're like, why did I do that?
Right, exactly. So I'm like, you know what? And I had COVID, so I'm like, all right, I got some immune shit going on, so we're good for a little bit.
Yeah. Because that is a big. I mean, I'd assume that's a big issue for a lot of people in our performers' shoes, where they don't want to be out in it. Now at Diamond Music Hall, they've been doing an open jam on Thursday nights.
Nice.
And I was a part of that for the very beginning until just recently. So, and I never have an issue with it. I've never had an issue with it all. I think I may have gotten part of it when I was over in Europe on that tour. So, plus I don't get sick very easily. So that's all nice.
You lucky dog.
It ain't luck. I don't believe in luck.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
You're like, yeah, that's the beauty of it. You don't even have to worry about it. It's great. Don't believe in luck. Just go with it. Just go with what it got. Well, Hot Bang is the name of the first full record. You can get that still available. It's a great record. It's great straight ahead rock with the beautiful vocals on it. It's got some great guitar work, great rhythm work, produced by the Rumors. Same thing as Suck It, which came out a year ago. So help these guys get back into the flow as we're getting ready to go and pick up Suck It and enjoy it. I mean, it's
Yes.
And you can get it on vinyl.
Yes.
Yeah.
ooh. I might have to see if you guys can leave me an autographed vinyl at the club.
I bet we can.
I'll put money in with the cookies to buy it. So, all right, guys. Well, I'll let you rolling, and you guys all the best. I appreciate the time.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
This was awesome.
Thank you.
Very good. Awesome. Well, all the best, and we'll see you soon.
All right.
Yes, bye.
Later.